Hello everyone. In today's session, we are going to discuss how to write a Maxima program to verify whether the given sequence is monotonic or not. Of course, we say a sequence is monotonic, either it is monotonically increasing or decreasing. So when will you say a sequence xn is monotonically increasing? We say a sequence is monotonically increasing provided the n plus 1th term is greater than or equal to nth term for all n, where n is a natural number. This can also be written like this: xn plus 1 minus xn, if it is greater than or equal to 0, then we say the sequence is monotonically increasing. So when will you say a sequence is monotonically decreasing? In the similar lines, if the n plus 1th term is less than or equal to nth term, this is true for all n belongs to n, then we say it is monotonically decreasing. Or we can also show that xn plus 1 minus xn is less than or equal to 0. If this difference is less than or equal to 0 for all n belongs to n, then we say the sequence is monotonically decreasing. So when will you say a sequence is monotonic? A sequence is said to be monotonic, either it is monotonically increasing or decreasing. Now let us solve some problems. We'll write the Maxima code and also we'll solve them manually. The first example is 2n plus 1, sequence 2n plus 1 by 2n plus 3. So nth term is this. Let us assume that one has xn. Then n plus 1th term is obtained by replacing n by n plus 1. So wherever n is there, I'm replacing that one by n plus 1. We're going to get this. Now we knew that a sequence is said to be monotonically increasing or decreasing provided the difference of n plus 1th term and the nth term is either greater than or equal to 0 or less than or equal to 0. So we have to find the difference between the n plus 1th term and nth term in both the case. Let's find out that. So the n plus 1th term minus nth term, and this is our n plus 1th term minus nth term. Let's take a LCM, right? So 2n plus 5 into 2n plus 3, LCM of this. Then we'll get 2n plus 3 multiplied by 2n plus 3 minus 2n plus 1 multiplied by 2n plus 5. Let's simplify this. So this is the simplification of this. After simplification, we are getting 4 divided by 2 into n plus 5 into 2 n plus 3. This 4 is positive. We know that n is a natural number, therefore this is also positive. Positive term multiplied by positive term is positive. Plus 5, again it is positive, so this sum is positive. And this is also positive, so positive into positive is positive. Positive by positive is positive. Therefore, this is obviously greater than 0. So we are getting the difference between n plus 1th term and the nth term is positive. Therefore, this condition is satisfied. Hence, the given sequence is monotonically increasing. Now let us write a Maxima code. How? As usual, we start with kill all to kill all the earlier temporarily stored values with a $sign. Now we have to call the nth term. So let us say this is a function of n. So we are calling that one as x of n. That means it is xn, right? Since it is a function, we have to use functional assignment operator, that is colon with equal sign. Then the numerator is 2 into n plus 1 divided by 2 into n plus 3. So 2 multiplied by n plus 1, put a bracket for this, whole divided by 2 multiplied by n plus 3. We want to display this, so let's put a semicolon. Now what I do is I want to prepare a list. I want to see the list list of terms of this sequence. How many terms? I'm seeing from 1 to 10. 10 terms I'm seeing. So I just want to display them. So I'm giving this one as a make list. This gives you list or array. Array of terms of xn, where n runs from 1 to 10. I've used semicolon just to display this. Now let me call a temporary variable flag, and flag has been assigned with 0. I don't want to display this, so I'll put a dollar sign. Now we are having 10 terms. For I running from 1 through 10 do, we knew that our condition for monotonicity is either n plus 1th term is greater than or equal to nth term, or n plus 1th term is less than or equal to nth term. So we are writing if x of I is less than or equal to xi plus 1, then flag is 1. Remember, here we can use less than or equal to also. So if x of I is less than or equal to x of I plus 1, that means the value of ith term is less than I plus 1th term, then the flag is 1. So that means this is monotonically increasing because the value of I plus 1th term is greater than ith term. That is, n plus 1th term is greater than nth term. Then we are assigning the variable with flag as 1. Now close the loop. If flag is 1, we are not calling, we are just verifying. If flag value is 1, then print the given sequence is monotonically increasing. Else print the sequence is monotonically decreasing. That means if this case fails, then it is monotonically decreasing. Let us see. First I takes 1. So here you will get x of 1. So what is your x of 1? 2 into 1 plus 1 divided by 2 into 1 plus 3. That is 2 plus 1 is 3 divided by 5. Is that less than x of I plus 1? That is 1 plus 1. That is x of 2. X of 2 is what? 2 into 2 is 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1 is 5 divided by 4 plus 3, 7. 5 by 7. Of course, 3 by 5 is less than 5 by 7. Then flag will assume as 1. For any of these values, if this fails, then flag will be having the value 0. If flag is 0, then this will not be executed. This will be executed. If flag is 1, then only this will be executed. So this is how the program runs for all the values starting from I taking 1 through 10. Now we want to plot this graph of the sequence. Okay, let's make a list. What is that list? It is the list of values of n versus sequence terms of the sequence. So we are writing this one within the square bracket n comma x of n, where n takes value up to 10. So we are making this list. That array is stored in points. We want to display this. Now use the command wxplot to 2D. This command is used to plot the graph, 2D graph. What is that? Remember, our n is a natural number. So the graph which we are going to get is a discrete in nature. So only we are going to get discrete points. So within square bracket, discrete, graph type, discrete, comma, we are plotting the points thus. And how about style? Style is points, style comma points within square bracket. Close the bracket and execute it. You will get a 2D graph. We'll see that when we will be doing in Maxima. Now we are having another example. In the same fashion as we did the first one, we have to do this also. Call this one as nth term and find the difference between n plus 1th term and nth term. See here it is negative because denominator is positive, numerator is negative. Therefore this is negative. Therefore this sequence is monotonically decreasing. Write the maximum program as we did earlier. Only the nth term is different. Remaining thing is same. Then you will get the behavior of the sequence, that is monotonically increasing or decreasing. Then plot the graph. So I had given some exercise. You work out them and write them as assignment. Alright, now let us write the maximum program. As usual, we start with kill all to kill or earlier temporarily stored values. And what was our nth term of the sequence? I'll call this one as a function and I'll put a bracket for numerator. The terms of the numerator 2 into n plus 1 whole divided by n bracket for denominator 2 into n plus 3. I want to display this, so let me put semicolon and I want to know the terms of the sequence, so I'll make a list. What is that list contains? That list contains terms of the sequence. So xn is our sequence and n ranging from 1 to 10. So we want to display this. As usual, n runs from 1 to 10. Now let me call a temporary variable flag. Assign that one with 0. Now I want to verify whether the terms of the sequence are in the increasing order or not. How many terms we are choosing? We are choosing only 10 terms. You can write any numbers. Here in this example, I have chosen only 10 terms. So for I from where to where? 1 through 10 do. What it has to do? It has to verify. What it has to verify? Whether the nth term, that is x of I, is less than or equal to, you can give equal to also, x of I plus 1. If this is true, then what it has to do? Then flag will be stored with 1. This continues for all the values starting from 1 to 10. This loop will be executed. The final value for flag will be either 1 or 0, depending on this condition. If this condition is true for all the values, then flag bears the value 1. If it fails for even one term, then the flag will be 0 only. So remember, we are saying the ith term is less than I plus 1th term. That means this is a condition for monotonically increasing. So if flag takes value 1, then print the given sequence is monotonically increasing. Else what it has to print? Else print the given sequence is monotonically decreasing. Close the loop. So let's verify this, then we'll plot the graph. So shift enter. See, this was our given sequence, nth term of the sequence, and these are the first 10 terms of the sequence. Make list. First 10 terms. This is x1, x2, x3, x4. So it is in the increasing order. Therefore, the given sequence is monotonically increasing. All All right, let's plot a graph for this. Let's call some points. Points contains list. Which list? The list of points n comma x of n, n comma x of n, okay, and n goes up to 10. We want to display this. Then wx plot 2D of graph type discrete graph for which one? Points. Okay, then style of the plotting is points. See, when n is 1, your first term is 3 by 5 x1. So when n is 1, your x1 is 3 by 5. This is the point. When n is 2, the second term of the sequence is 5 by 7. When n is 3, 7 by 9. When n is 4, 9 by 11. When n is 5, 11 by 3. When n is 6, 13 by 15. So we have plotted from this. By seeing this graph, we can easily identify that the height, which is xn, height is what? Xn. So height is increasing. Therefore, the given sequence is monotonically increasing. By seeing this graph, we can easily conclude our answer is correct. So this is how you have to plot a graph in Maxima, and this is how you have to verify whether the given sequence is monotonically increasing or decreasing. Let us see another example. What was our next example? It was 3n minus 2. So 3n minus 2 divided by 4n minus 3. Okay, so let us verify whether it is monotonically decreasing or increasing, and also plot the graph straight away. See, this is our nth term. These are the terms of the sequence, first 10 terms. See, first term is 1, next term is 4 by 5, which is less than 1. Next term is 7 by 9, which is less than this. So that means the graph is obviously decreasing. See, when n is 1, your x1 is 1. When n is 2, it is 4 by 5. When n is 3, it is further decreasing. So it goes on, decreases. So that's why you can say our answer is correct. So in this fashion, we can verify whether the given sequence is monotonically increasing or decreasing.